The Varisha of the 62nd Army, as your commissar, it is my duty to teach you the history of our Rodina. Хорошо, let's start from the very beginning. The Great Famine of Severiana was the start that triggered everything. Ponies here were starving, but Equestria refused to give any help. They ignored us again, just like before. Severiana ponies were always mistreated, especially in the lower class. The harmony of friendship was a lie. The government of Corktantinople used their harmony to steal money from our pockets. We suffered and suffered until that day come. Stalliongrad had risen from the revolution in the city of Princessin, raiding the oppressed ponies to resist the tyranny of Corktantinople. The Equestrian Guard used the bridge to suppress the battle cry of freedom, but this cold winter in December did not stop us. Prisoners of starvation were fighting against the old rules. They broke chains and shouted for freedom. After Princessin fired the first shot, the sailors in Peter's Hooves naval base also joined us, turning their guns to our enemies. The Varisha Stalliongrad and his revolutionary army made a great revolt in Severiana. A blood for a blood. We sacrificed everything to win this bloody war. Well, those cowards in Corktantinople said we did not win the war. Yet it was Princess Celestia who spared our life. I don't know, but if Celestia really wanted to spare our life, then why didn't she give us food at first? The workers just want a little bite to eat, but she gave bullets and lies to Severiana ponies. 1 year later, a peace treaty was signed. The war's over. Unfortunately, the Varisha Stalliongrad cannot enjoy that happiness. He died of illness. We honored our great leader by renaming our capital, Princessin, to Stalliongrad. After Stallion's death, we erected ponies to a supreme soviet to unite every pony to lead the nation. It was a marvelous idea. It can show that every pony is equal, just like Stallion's ideology. The first Supreme Soviet was established by 3 ponies, Vasily Penchushenko, Zinister Serov, and Artidia Revotsova. After the first Soviet election, Artidia was elected as the Prime Minister of Stalliongrad. She and Vasily's contradictory ideas were dominant in the Soviet, which made the party split into 2 groups, each supporting for the leader of their preference. However, an election cannot save our Rodina. The independence didn't change the situation of starvation. Ironically, we can build tanks and planes, but we cannot build a blind single furniture. The newly born Stalliongrad is a poor and idealism country. We have to start the revolution on the edges of the northern land. Over time, the conflict between Artidia and Vasily was worsening. The cooperation in Supreme Soviet began to fail, and the 2 factions in the party were attacking each other. And there's only one thing was for sure. The battle will continue, and we shall declare war to poverty, to starvation, and suppression. Stalliongrad is a land for every creature, and every creature here is equal. A shining star is rising from the north. News come from the office. I'm sure you guys have heard it already. The Varisha Artidia is going to retire because of her worsening illness. So, we are going to have the next election, and we can vote for the 3 participants. Vasily, Sinister, and the new guy called Darkwing. Speaking of which, you should cherish your vote. Sir Commissar, I'm very concerned about your personal ideology. You know what I'm talking about, right? I've heard there's Western spies who's trying to destroy our second Soviet election. Let me see. What is your choice? You either be a revolutionary or a thug of Lair Celestia. Tell me, which side are you on?